If you've been on TikTok recently, you may have seen this video.
They just sold a 60-year-old cold case using snow animation from the Frozen movies.
Oh, that's quirky.
Yeah, it was the Dyatlov Pass incident.
What?
And it probably won't be the only one you've seen. The hashtag Dyatlov Pass has over 4 million views, gaining over 1 million of those in February. It's not the first time the deaths of 9 students in Russia's Ural Mountains has gone viral. For more than 60 years, people have been sharing conspiracies, ranging from Yetis to UFOs to a military cover-up, to explain the deaths. First, what are the facts? In 1959, a group of 10 hikers headed out into Russia's Ural Mountains. Only one person, who turned back early, ever returned. The hikers' tent was found buried in the snow on a remote mountain, slashed open from the inside. Their bodies were also found. Some semi-clothed, others with blunt force injuries. 2 were missing their eyes. 1 was missing a tongue. 2 separate investigations by Russian authorities, the latest started in 2019, both concluded an avalanche was to blame. But people challenged these findings, arguing, among other things, no avalanche signs were reported by the initial search team, the slope angle above the tent didn't appear steep enough, and the avalanche started hours after any disturbance made by the team. This article we're looking at was written by Johann Gomm, head of Switzerland's Snow Avalanche Simulation Laboratory at the EPFL University in Zurich. One of his colleagues, Alexander Puzrin, had been interested in the incident for a while, and they set out to try and solve the mystery using their simulations. Now, this is where Frozen comes in. Gomm was watching the movie and was struck by how realistic the snow movement was. So struck, he met with the animators and modified their code using his simulation. Their models concluded that the cut the group made into the slope to anchor their tent, below a deceptively steep section of ground covered by a layer of weaker snow, while that, combined with strong winds bringing down more snow during the night, could have triggered a small, delayed avalanche, but with enough force to break bones, which could have hit the team while they slept while not leaving many signs. According to their theory, it's likely the team cut their way out of the tent and then perished from the cold. Paradoxical undressing, where a hypothermia sufferer removes clothes before death, and scavenging animals, could then explain the other injuries not caused by the avalanche. So, why does this new theory matter? Well, the 9 hikers were real people with still living relatives who had to deal with years of outlandish conspiracy theories. Although we probably won't ever know for certain what happened on that night, this theory does provide a more plausible explanation than others. Johann Gomm himself has stressed that this isn't a definitive answer, saying that some things about the incident will never be explained. But for some people at least, this theory could bring some closure to the story of 9 students who headed out into the mountains over 60 years ago and never came back. And if you liked that video, please subscribe to BBC My World and turn on your notifications for more.